Alright, Shalom. Call Allah, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Yahweh being the true name of the Heavenly Father, who you people urgently call God. Bahashim, which is in the name of Yahweh the name of the only begotten Son, who you people urgently call Jesus Christ. Those are the true names of the Heavenly Father and the Son. Plus, I want to give a shout out to the argument that's pushing this word throughout the four corners of the earth, who's also uplifting the names of Yahweh, Yahweh to the confusion of faces whose bloodline traces back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, all forefathers. Okay? And if of course, same thing if your seed line goes back to a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American man, and if your spirit bear witness with this word and this truth, and you can receive it, okay? No matter what you look like, you fit those if you fit those categories, then you are an Israelite. To you sisters that do listen and learn, Shalom. To the elect of the nation of Israel, if you may be scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, who this word is going out to, Shalom to you, wherever you may be. The Lord will not be one of those men. And to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you make up the 12 tribes of Israel, okay? You are the Hebrew Israelites, the true Jews of the Bible, and you are the chosen people of the Most High, okay? And I wasn't planning on doing a lesson on this, but I just decided to do it. I can't sleep, so I just decided to do a lesson on this because I've been seeing it being pushed out. But it says new push for public school Bible study classes as an excuse to spread Christian gospel. Okay, and basically what Esau is doing is he's basically they're doing damage control. Why? Because this word is going out. Okay, and this word going out is what is bringing this is waking up the so-called Negroes, the so-called Latinos, the so-called Native Americans, and it's also, what's it doing? It's tearing down Babylon the Great, which is America. It's tearing down Esau, Edom, the so-called white man's kingdom. So now he's doing damage control. So before I read this article, I gotta get these. Second Corinthians 13:8, for we can do nothing against the truth but for the truth. And Esau thinking that him setting this up, he's going to control the narrative, because that's what Esau is all about. Esau is all about controlling the narrative. And ever since he's been in power, and before this word got to the point it got to, to where he has to demonize us, on the news, now he doesn't control the narrative, and it's hurting him. So he's trying to use this as a way to regain the narrative, but it's not going to work. Okay. This is Proverbs 19:21. It says there are many devices in a man's heart. Okay, and this is just a simple device. Him using Bible and basically twist everything around just like he did. That's why the world is in the condition it's in. Okay. Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord that shall stand. Okay. And this is the counsel of the Lord, that this word will go out throughout the four corners of the earth. Okay. And reach the ears of the elect. But let me get the article and then we get more scriptures. It says Donald Trump is applauding turn back to Bible study classes, but public schools shouldn't use them to turn students toward a particular faith. And you see that? You see that? You see what I'm saying? Now that's the corrections and clarifications. This column, let me go down. It says the Supreme Court barred devotional Bible reading and recitations of the Lord's Prayer in public schools in 1963. But the ruling also said that courses about the Bible were permissible so long as they were present objectively as part of secular program of education. Evangelical Christians promptly began a full court press for Bible classes, which were hardly objective or secular, as I noted in my 2002 book, Who's America? Culture Wars in the Public Schools, as Florida teacher of the Bible history says class has helped recruit more than 100 new members into an after-school youth for Christ. And his name's not Christ, man, okay? His name is Yahweh, okay? And in South Carolina, a graduate of her own school's Bible survey and said the course has persuaded her to become a missionary. And it tells you, and that's another one cut, it tells you that the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands, okay? He didn't say he would be dealing with people in schools, man, okay? In seminary schools, okay? I want everybody to have what I have, she told her. And I like to speak my life, sharing it with them. Both of these accounts appear in the evangelical press, which didn't disguise the purpose of the Bible classes, to spread the Christian gospel that seems to be the same goal behind a recent round of legislative proposals to enhance Bible literacy in our public schools. As reported last month in U.S. Today, lawmakers in at least 6 states have introduced measures that will require or encourage elective classes about the Bible, unlike their forerunners half a century ago who were explicit about their evangelical aims. Supporters of the new bills insist that the classes seek only to inform people about a central text in American and world history, which Esau basically, that's what he did. He's basically lied, okay? It tells you the earth is in Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. All the images of the true judges, he covered up. You know, I know I'm all over the place, but I'm just making a point, okay? He's basically so-called whitewash history, okay? And all the parts that he don't want to get out about history, he won't bring out. And if he does bring them out, he hides it until it's brought out, just like now, okay? Just like why he ain't telling the so-called Negroes in school, okay, who are you so-called Negroes are the Judites, by the way, which you saw in the chart earlier in the video. Why ain't they telling you how we ruled Europe during the Dark Ages? Okay? Why ain't they telling that? Okay? Why ain't they telling our people that they're the Israelites? Okay? I'm gonna read a little bit more, but then I'm just gonna get to the scriptures. For sake of the time of the video. It says supporters of new bills insist that the classes seek only to inform people. I read that. Yet the information these courses present is obviously biased towards evangelical Christianity, and Christianity is not of the Bible. Christianity is opposite and completely against the Bible. Okay, Christianity does nothing the Bible says, basically. Okay, it basically goes against the scriptures. As proponents over as proponents over rhetoric reveals, a study of a book of creation by its creator is absolutely essential, said Florida Republican Brad Drake, a co-sponsor of Florida's bill. It's the book that prepares us for eternity, and there's no other book that does that. And that's one thing Esau admits. Okay, so I could continue on, but just for time's sake. So I'm just going to hit it from off the top because I read over this chapter earlier and this came to my head when I seen it. So it's going to be in Isaiah the 29th chapter. In the 10th verse, I'm going to start the 10th verse. It says, "For the Lord had poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep and have closed your eyes, the prophets and the rulers. And your rulers, the seers, have covered. The seers is what they call prophets in the ancient days. Okay? And this deep sleep in this verse is talking about 2/3 of our own people, okay? Because 2/3 are blinded to this. This is Isaiah 20, the 11th verse, actually. "And the vision of all is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed." Okay, and what is this talking about? This book, which men deliver to one that is learned, saying, "Read this, I pray thee." Now he say, "I cannot, for it is sealed." Okay? And in the book delivered to him that is not learned, saying, "Read this, I pray thee." And he said, "I am not." So he said, "I am not learned." Okay? So this book is sealed, okay, to the masses, basically. Okay? It is mysteries in this book that's sealed to the masses. Okay? But this let me type mystery. That's why you have our people out here, Okay, I'm specifically talking about Jake, for instance, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and to the confusion of faces as well. Okay, who could receive this? Okay, that's why you see them. For instance, they will quote John 3:16. That's the favorite scripture they like to quote. Okay, and they just roll with that. They think that's the end all be all, but that's not the thing. It's sealed, man. This Mark 4. I'm gonna start at Mark 4:9. And he said unto them, he that have ears to hear, let him hear. And when he was alone, they were about him with the 12. With the 12 asked of him the parable. And he said unto them, unto you it is given to know the mystery of the kingdom of Yahweh, but unto them that are without, all these things are done in parables. And who is he talking to? Unto you it is given to know the mystery of the kingdom. Okay? This This Revelations 14:1. And I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on Mount Sion, and with him 144,000. Okay? The lamb is Yahweh. So what's the 144,000? This is Revelations 7. We're going to get this real quick, and then we're going to go back. And I'm going to start the 4th verse. And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000, all of the tribes of the children of Israel. Okay? The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Of the tribe of Judah were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Reuben was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Gad was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Asher was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Naphtali was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Manasseh was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Simeon was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Levi was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Issachar was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Zebulun was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Joseph, which is Ephraim, the so-called Puerto Ricans, was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Benjamin was sealed 12,000. So who's that 144 talking about? The elect. Okay, the elect of the nation of Israel. Okay. Now let me go back. I'm going to read it again. Revelation 14:1. I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on Mount Sion, with him 144,000, having his father's name written in their foreheads. So the 100, the elect, okay, and the great multitude, they will have the name of the heavenly Father and the Son, man. Yahweh, Yahweh Shah, man. Okay. And I heard a voice from heaven as the voice of many waters, and the voice of great thunder. And I heard a voice of harpers harping with their harps. And they sung as it were a new song before the throne, before the 4 beasts and the elders. No man can learn that song, but the 144,000 were redeemed from the earth. And what's the new song? This word, man. Okay, this the good news of the gospel, man. Okay, these scriptures. These are they which were not defiled with women, and it's not talking they are virgins, and it's not talking about actual virgins. It's talking about the different philosophies like Christianity, Islam, Buddha, and all the other madness that's out here, man. Okay, the elect would not be defiled with none of those types of things. These are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he go. Because in the scriptures, the Lord say, my sheep follow me wherever I go. Okay, quickly paraphrasing it. These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto Yahweh and to the Lamb. To Yahweh Shah, basically. Okay? And their mouth was found no God, for they are without fault before the throne of Yahweh, man. Okay? So only the 144,000 is going to understand the secrets of this Bible. Okay? The rest of you people, okay, this is Romans 11, the 11th chapter. In the 7th verse. What then? Israel have not attained that which he seeketh for, but the election have attained it, and the rest were blinded, man. Okay? So it is the only elect is going to get it, man. Okay? They're going to be able to teach the scriptures, and they're also going to be able to be sealed by it, man. Esau can't teach the scriptures because the words of this book is hidden to Esau and these heathens, man. And even 2/3 of our own people, once again, man. Okay? It tells you, I think it's Daniel's the 12th chapter. This Daniel's 12 and 10. Many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked, who's the wicked? Malachi 1 and 4. Okay? The nation of Edom shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. The wise is the elect. Okay? And the wicked, and 2/3 of our own people are wicked right now. Okay? But it's really talking about Esau, man. Esau don't understand these scriptures. Okay? And really, if he even if he put it in these schools, he just hurt himself because the truth is already out here. Okay? The truth is already out, so you're late now, and really you're just gonna be cutting yourself because the whole Bible is against you Edomites and you heathens, especially you Edomites. Okay? I'm gonna end it with this. Alright, it says, let me see. I don't want to go all the way up. I'm going to just start at 10 first. For every beast of the forest is mine, the cattle upon 1,000 hills. I know all the fowls of the mountain, and the wild beasts of the field are mine. If I were hungry, I would not tell thee, for the world is mine, and the fullness thereof. Will I eat the flesh of bulls, or drink the blood of goats? Offer unto Yahweh thanksgiving, and pay thy vows unto the Most High, and call upon me in the day of trouble, and I will deliver thee, and thou shalt glorify me. Okay? Who is he talking to? He's talking to Israelites, man. Okay? And he said, what does he say in the second verse? Out of Zion. Zion is who? Israel. So let's go back down to where I was at, just to get that, just in case. This is the 16th verse. But unto the wicked, okay, you Edomites, Yahweh said, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth, seeing thou hatest instruction, and casteth my words behind thee. Okay, because here it is, you got the earth, right? The earth is given to the hand of the wicked. You have the whole earth, but everything you do is contrary to the scriptures, man. You don't go by the scriptures, man. Okay? You're completely contrary to these scriptures, man. And what did Ronald Reagan say back in '83? That the Bible is the law of the land. So you know that this book is a book of laws, statutes, and commandments, but you go against every single one of these commandments. Why? Because you're the devil. Okay? Seeing thou hatest instruction and casting my words behind thee. When thou sawest a thief, then thou contendest with him, and hast been partaker with adulterers. Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue to frame deceit. Thou sayest and speakest against thy brother. Who? Who is that? Israel. Okay? Thou slayest thy own mother's son. Okay? These things hast thou done. I kept silence, that though thou thoughtest that I was altogether such an one as thyself. Okay, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thy eyes. Now consider this, ye that forget Yahweh, lest I tear you in pieces. Okay, and there be none to deliver, man. Okay, the Lord's gonna destroy you, Edomites, man. Okay, and you thought, okay, what you did to the children of Israel, by the way, that the Most High was with you on it. Okay, you're sadly mistaken. You're gonna find it out real soon. Okay, but point being is, what has the wicked to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? Because what does the Lord say in Psalms, the 140 what is it, the 147th chapter? For I show of my judgment. Let me get that. Actually, let me type one Psalms. I should have got that before I got this, but this is all good. I'm just gonna get it for you. It's Psalms 147. Yeah, this Psalms 147 verse 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and judgment unto Israel. Okay? That's the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans and the confusion of faces right here on this chart right here. These people on this chart. If your bloodline does not go back to these people, this book has nothing to do with you whatsoever. And really, on this side, as of right now, in the first round go is dealing with the elect, as I got earlier. He hath not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgment, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord, man. Okay? So go ahead, Esau. Go ahead and put the book in these so-called seminary schools, okay, which the Lord ain't dealing with anyway. Okay? All you're gonna do is expose yourself and bring the truth out more and more, man. You're causing more harm to yourself, man. Okay? But Lord willing, this is edifying. I was all over the place with these scriptures, but it is what it is. But I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Shalom to the hopeful elect, whoever it may be.